In this video, we're going to practice solving a quadratic equation by completing the square. Let's say we have this quadratic equation, x squared plus 8x minus 10 equals 0. This quadratic equation is not easily factorable, so one way in which we could solve for the variable is to complete the square. Now, our first step in completing the square is to take our c term, which in this case is negative 10, and add its additive inverse to both sides of the equation. So we're going to add positive 10 to both sides of the equation and rewrite the equation as x squared plus 8x equals 10. Now, assuming we have no visible coefficient on our squared variable term, our next step is going to be to add half of b squared to both sides of the equation. Our b term is 8, so when we add half of b squared to both sides of the equation, it's going to look like this. X squared plus 8x plus 8 over 2 squared equals 10 plus 8 over 2 squared. 8 over 2 is 4, 4 squared is 16, and so we could rewrite the equation x squared plus 8x plus 16 equals 10 plus 16. Now we have completed the square. We have a perfect square expression on the left-hand side of our equation, x squared plus 8x plus 16. Now, the square root of x squared plus 8x plus 16 is x plus 4. So we could rewrite that side of the equation as x plus 4 squared. 10 plus 16 is 26, so we rewrite the right side of the equation as 26. And we get x plus 4 squared equals 26. And from this point on, what we need to do is take the square root of both sides of the equation. And we can rewrite the equation. The square root of x plus 4 squared equals the square root of 26. Now I'm going to rewrite that step exactly on the top of the screen there. The square root of x plus 4 squared equals the square root of 26. The square root of x plus 4 squared is just x plus 4. And when we're talking about the square root of 26, we have to consider both the positive and the negative root. So we're going to rewrite the equation as x plus 4 equals plus or minus square root of 26. And now we can continue to isolate x. We're going to subtract 4 from both sides of the equation, which is the same as adding negative 4 to both sides of the equation, to get x all by itself. And we can rewrite the equation as x equals negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 26. That plus or minus sign indicates two different values. So our solutions to this quadratic equation are negative 4 plus the square root of 26 and negative 4 minus the square root of 26.